Welcome to the Windsor Essex County Living Real Estate Show. My name is Nick Montaleone and I serve the people of Windsor and Essex County. I'm here to tell you how to use your time wisely in order to get your house ready to list for today's market. My wife and I recently listed our house and sold with a great result. At the end of the day, we knew that we took the right steps from the start to finish, and we didn't wait until the last minute to start preparing our home or getting things ready. As soon as the idea hit our mind, we started working on certain things. Imagine what would happen if we didn't take those steps from the beginning. If you're looking to sell your property in the next few months, chances are, like everybody, you have some downtime right now. You should be able to take advantage of that time, tackle that list that's a mile long, and be able to spruce up your property and increase the value of your home. The reason why that's important is because once your house is on the market, you want to make sure that you're highlighting your property in the best light possible. You want to have a buyer come in and have the first impression be the most important impression and a positive one. So let's take a look at these 4 tips to help you get started leading up to the listing of your home. Here are my 4 tips to help get your home ready to list on the market. The important thing is you can probably do a lot of these while just hanging out with your family. Step number 1, declutter. Remember, when a buyer's coming to your property, they want to see your home, the room sizes, and the quality of finishes. They don't want to be distracted by your knickknacks, your family photos, or anything else. So what I can suggest to you is in your kitchen, your bathrooms, your bedrooms, declutter everything off of your countertops, off of your dresser, to make sure that things are highlighted in the best way possible. You want to show the room as an open room. You want to show that the house has a lot of storage space and countertop space. By doing that, you allow a buyer to say, wow, this is a really nice open layout. I can picture my items here, here, and here. The way to do that is do not take those items off of your counter and shove them into the closet or underneath the cabinetry, because the reason is clients will still open up the cabinets, clients will open up the closet doors to see what kind of storage that you have. If they see a lot of clutter, that'll also deter them. So if you can, put things in boxes and store them off site. Get them out of sight, out of mind. This way, you don't have to worry about a client finding something in the closets that might be distracting, and it gives them the ability to really see your house in the most pristine condition as possible. Tip number 2 is a fresh coat of paint. Make sure your rooms are painted and fresh, your walls and your ceilings are well maintained. The reason is, if a buyer walks in and sees some scuffs or dings or even cracks maybe in old plaster, they might look further into something and say, well, what's the underlying issue? Is there a deeper problem here? When maybe there isn't at all. Maybe it's just settling of an older home. So an important factor is invest in some paint, get the walls done, get the ceilings done. It's a simple investment, but yet it goes a long way. When a buyer walks in, you want everything to be clean and pristine. You don't want to put any doubt into a buyer's mind, and paint is a simple way to do that. Tip number 3 is storage and closets. By decluttering, which was tip number 1, don't want to declutter your home and shove everything into your closets and your storage area. Like I said, pack everything in boxes, get things out of the home that you don't need, put them into a storage unit. The reason is when people walk into a storage area, they don't want to see boxes and items and clutter from floor to ceiling. Even though the rest of your house might be organized, that's still a mess. That's not acceptable. So a buyer wants to see open space in a closet, things that are organized and clean, showing the amount of space that the home has. By over cluttering your closets and your storage area, they'll automatically think that their stuff will also over clutter that home as well. Make sure you're highlighting the storage in the home, because that's a main feature that people look for, is the adequate amount of storage and closet space in a home. That can be a deal breaker, so let's show that the best way possible. Finally, tip number 4 is make sure the exterior maintenance is all up to snuff. So we want to make sure that the grass is well maintained, that maybe you have some new plants or flowers planted. Landscaping can be expensive, but remember, it's a first impression when people come and leave from their listing, so it's an important factor. When you get to the backyard, make sure maybe the pool is vacuumed, make sure that the water is crystal clear and not cloudy. People don't want to have an indication that there might be high maintenance associated with the property, so if you can, clean up also the branches and the leaves, and for the dog owners, make sure you clean up the landmines that might be around. Those are all important indications or factors for a home where people look not only on the inside, they want to see cleanliness, but also on the outside as well. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are my 4 tips to help get your home ready to hit the market in the best way possible. If you have any questions regarding any of those tips or the listing process, feel free to reach out to me, Nick Montaleone with Century 21 Showtime Realty at 226-774-1220. I'll be happy to help guide you through the process of the pre-listing stage and getting you ready to go, so that once your listing goes live, you're out of the gates running perfect right from day one. Ladies and gents, thanks again for tuning in. Windsor Essex County Living Real Estate Show. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.